Hello, my name is Fiona, and I'm a certified teacher and a Praxis coach with Study.com. Are you planning to take the Elementary Education Content Knowledge Test 5018? This is a multi-subject exam. These problems will cover the subtopic of geography, anthropology, and sociology. Let's review some of the types of questions you may encounter on the exam. Let's get started. Problem number 1. Which type of society relied on products from domestication and breeding of animals? Pastoral, hunter-gatherer, agricultural, or horticultural? Let's look at the definitions of each. Pastoral. This is nomadic people traveling together with herds of domestic animals. These groups rely on their animals for food. Pastoral societies began approximately 12,000 years ago. They are common in areas where crops cannot be supported. They rely on products that they get from domesticating and breeding animals. So this is a strong contender. Let's look at the others. Hunter-gatherer. This is where people rely on hunting, fishing, as well as the foraging of fruits, vegetables, for food. All humans practiced hunting and gathering until about 12,000 years ago. So I think we can eliminate this one. Agricultural. This is when people settle in communities and on farmland. They grow crops and raise domesticated animals for food. So this is about domestication and breeding of animals, not about farming. So we can eliminate this one as well. Horticultural societies. This is when people cultivate their own food. However, their farms are not permanent. The people continue to move. Additionally, they use very simple tools, neither machinery nor animals. So again, this has to do with the cultivation of food, and it actually indicates that animals may or may not be involved in this type of society. So we can eliminate that one. The correct answer is pastoral societies. Problem number 2. Pedra is writing a paper on the city of Miami and its geography. They describe the city as being on the East Coast. Within the paper, Pedra describes the East Coast as an absolute location. Is she correct? Let's look first at what an absolute location is. This is a precise location, often explained with latitude and longitude. So Miami would be such a location. You can describe it's not moving, it's got a longitude and a latitude that we can associate with it. A relative location, on the other hand, describes a location relative to other places. So the East Coast. The East Coast is the East Coast because it's on the East Coast of the United States. It's not the East Coast of some other place. So it's relative to the other parts of the country. So that is a relative location. So within the paper, Pedra describes the East Coast as an absolute location. That is not correct. She is not correct. So our answer will begin with no. For sure. Our first answer. No, an absolute location describes the position of a place that lies on the equator and therefore is unchanged by the fluctuation of seasons. Well, this part is correct, but lying on the equator and fluctuation of seasons is not part of an absolute location. So this is not the correct answer. Next, no, an absolute location describes the position of a place in a way that does not change regardless of location. So we've got this part correct and this part correct. So this is the correct answer. But let's look at the other two. Yes, so right away that is incorrect. An absolute location describes the position of a place in a way that never changes regardless of location. That part is correct, but overall the answer is not correct. Finally, we have yes. An absolute location describes the position of a place that is specifically not on the equator and therefore is affected by the fluctuation of seasons. So both are incorrect, and we can eliminate that. It's definitely this one here. No, an absolute location describes the position of a place in a way that does not change. That is our correct answer. Problem number 3. What human invention began the period historians and archaeologists call the Neolithic era? Write your answer in the box below. So this is not a multiple choice question. The Neolithic Revolution refers to the development of agriculture in ancient communities. The invention of farming created societies that were more sedentary than previous hunter-gatherer cultures. So this occurred approximately 12,000 years ago when humans began to settle in communities and they grew crops and raised domesticated animals. The invention here is agriculture or farming, so that will be the correct answer here. Farming or agriculture. How do sociologists define the concept of society? According to sociologists, society is a group of people who live within a community and have cultural elements in common. There are varying degrees of societal advancement. However, all societies are comprised of individuals who have chosen to cooperate to achieve their goals. So now let's look at the answers. A political organization where power is concentrated in the hands of a select few. This is a type of government, an authoritarian regime perhaps, and not the correct answer. A method for creating reliable work where individuals agree to equally share the profits of their labor. This sounds like a collective, and while that is a society, it's a very specific kind. It's not a generalized interpretation. So that is not the correct answer. A group of individuals who have agreed to come together to help each other achieve a better quality of life. That sounds close to our definition. So let's put a circle around that. And we'll look at the last one. A system of government where the majority of people determine the style of rule they want to live under and the rulers they want in charge. That is a democracy and not the correct answer. So the correct answer indeed is a group of individuals who have agreed to come together to help each other achieve a better quality of life. I certainly hope I was able to answer your questions so that you now have a better understanding of the types of geography, anthropology, and sociology questions you may find on the exam. Please remember to like and subscribe to this channel so that with Study.com's help, you will feel confident and prepared on exam day. Bye for now.